Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe. There's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
How you going, guys? Out to lunch, how you going? John Paul, how you going? Awakened One, how you going? Luna, how you going? Paul, how you going? Shannon, how you going? Alex, how you going? Who else have we got in here? I know we got more. Deb, how you going, Deb? And Sherry, how you going, Sherry? You have humming. Do you have humming? Do we have good sound or bad sound? Is everything okay with the sound? Is there an echo, 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 echo? I'm humming. Give me a sec. Sound and picture all good? Good sound there for you? Deb, try shutting it and coming back in, maybe? I don't know. Hey, Nisi, how you going? And Luna, have I said hello to you? Hello, hey, how you going? Yeah, sounds good. I was humming in the intro. I'm all good now. Okay, cool. I was humming to the song, yes. I get it. I was humming. Not the sound was humming. I was humming. Hev. Okay. Anyway, we've got some interesting news. A lot of stuff going on. I don't know if you watched the debate yesterday, but wow. Okay. I know who I think won. How about you? Okay. And we have, Shannon has just messaged me and he's actually in the, yeah, I'm silly, Deb. Shannon just told me that J6s have been released. So we're going to look for that as well. But there is some news coming out. There is a lot of news coming out. Okay, on the J6 thing, breaking SCOTUS delivers major blow to corrupt Biden DOJ, overturns use of 1512C2 in J6 case, massive win for political prisoners. Okay. Jack Smith's January 6 case against President Trump torpedoed after Supreme Court overturns 1512C2 obstruction charge. Okay, he was delivered a devastating blow. The US Supreme Court delivered a devastating blow to Jack's case here. Oh my God. Biden's DOJ charged more than 300 J6s with 18 USC 1512C2. So it looks like they have been released, according to Shannon. And let me just check. Hang on. We'll just make sure. Not that I don't trust you, Shannon. Seriously. I just want to prove to people and make sure everyone knows that if this is okay. Okay, Juanita Broderick's asking to release them. It's a win. Today's court thing is a win for J6 defendant, including President Trump. Okay, a massive win for restoring justice. But are they actually out? Like, have they actually been released? Well, they're dropping hundreds of charges, so there you go. When was that? 7 hours ago. And everyone is calling for them to be released. We need something like more recent. Every prosecutor and judge who ruined the lives of innocent J6 protesters and threw them in solitary confinement should be disbarred and jailed, says Nick Sauter. Okay. Okay, I cannot find at the moment, but I will look more. Okay, does it say anything in here? Just bear with me, guys. He will have to find a workaround, Jack Smith will, if the court reverses 2 of the charges against Trump. Smith claims that the obstruction charges will still stand against Trump because the alternative electoral certificates represent documents that were fraudulently used in an official proceeding. They weren't even sent or signed by Trump. Oh my God. Okay, well, let's continue because there might be some news in here by the time I get there. Okay, Chevron is gone. SCOTUS rules unelected bureaucrats do not have the power to create laws. In a landmark decision, the Supreme Court has overturned the long-standing Chevron doctrine, fundamentally altering the balance of power between the judiciary and federal agencies. This is a good thing. The ruling, which came in the case of Loper Bright Enterprises et al. Versus Raimondo, Secretary of Commerce et al., marks a significant shift in the balance of power between the branches of government. The Chevron doctrine, established in the 1984 case Chevron USA Inc. versus Natural Resources Defense Council, has long been a source of contention. It granted deference to federal agencies in interpreting ambiguous statutes, effectively allowing unelected bureaucrats to make laws through their regulatory actions. However, by a 6-3 majority, the SCOTUS has now declared that such a power is unconstitutional and goes against the principles of a democratic governance. Chevron is overruled. Chief Justice John Roberts wrote in his majority opinion, courts must exercise their independent judgment in deciding whether an agency has acted within its statutory authority. Chief Justice Roberts emphasised that the role of interpreting laws and making policy decisions should rest with elected representatives in Congress, not with unaccountable agency officials. The ruling has been hailed by critics of regulatory overreach as a victory for the separation of powers and the rule of law. There you go. Chevron Roberts explains defies the command of the Administrative Procedure Act, the law governing federal administrative agencies, that all review in court, not the agency whose action it reviews, is to decide all relevant questions of law and interpret statutory provisions. It requires the court to ignore, not follow, the reading the court would have reached had it exercised its independent judgment as required by the APA. This looks bad for the 3-letter agencies, I'm thinking. Yeah. Let's go. Things are happening, guys. Like, a lot of things are happening. The decision comes with the concurrence of Justices Thomas and Gorsuch, who added their perspectives, underscoring the constitutional necessity of judicial independence in a statutory interpretation. That's what I'm thinking, seriously. The administrative state just died. The imperial judiciary joins the imperial presidency relating to Congress. Okay. For too long, Chevron doctrine has allowed DC bureaucrats to go unchecked. Today's SCOTUS ruling restores decision-making powers back into the hands of lawmakers who answer to the American people, not unelected Biden bureaucrats. So there you go. Very interesting. Goodbye, Chevron deference. Hello again, Constitution. Unelected bureaucrats cannot make the law, and our courts can once again protect the American people from them. This looks really good, actually. To rein in the federal bureaucracy. Okay, and the ruling is there, and it goes into 114 pages, so I won't be reading that. Okay. Can Democrats replace Biden? Well, it's complicated, let me tell you. They're going to try. A lot of people think it's Michelle Obama, but a lot of people think it's going to be Gavin Newsom. So I don't know. And can they even do that? Amid the Democrats' chaotic meltdown over President Biden's Thursday night debate performance, one image stood out. A shrewd observer on X.com posted a video of a baseball pitcher just off the field, dramatically engaged in a big arm circle warm-ups. Gavin stretching in the bullpen, the observer commented. Gavin Newsom. The pithy remark itself wasn't too much of a stretch. Gavin Newsom, in fact, was already on deck, albeit figuratively. Before the debate, the photogenic 56-year-old California governor with his slick hair and silver forked tongue, worked the pre-debate spin room as Biden's top surrogate. And after the year-long rumours that he could step in to replace the president as the nominee if Biden's deteriorating health or performance should force Biden to step aside, Newsom has mastered his response to the persistent questions about it. Asked about whether Biden should step down, Newsom appeared irritated. Do you think it's unfounded? An MSNBC reporter asked him. I think it's unhelpful and I think it's unnecessary. Newsom replied, really? We've got to keep our head high, and as I say, we've got to have the back of this president. You don't turn your back because of one performance. What kind of party does that? It was a pretty dismal performance. Like, really? Talking to reporters in the post-debate spin room, Newsom maintained that his party could not be more wholly united behind Biden, but ready to slip in there and take his place any time, and argued the president should not step aside. No, you know what happened? You know what I believe Newsom wants to do? And I heard this actually from Tim Pool, which is funny. For Biden to collapse on stage and for Newsom to go in and start performing CPR and, helping him and just try and look like the good guy. I don't know. It's not my theory, but it'll be funny. Despite Newsom's protest, the intra-party conversations already had shifted, possibly irrevocably. Yeah, because all the mainstream media now are saying Biden shouldn't be running now. Biden managed to change narrative tonight. He sunk his campaign, declared CNN's Chris Wallace. Right after the debate, MSNBC's Nicole Wallace, are they related, married at all, or something? Acknowledged that frank conversations were occurring among party leaders inside Biden's circle about whether the president should be in this race tomorrow morning. One senior Democrat operative told RCP he and his colleagues were rattled to the core and expressed concern that even the cable network, I nearly said cabal network, same thing anyway, most sympathetic to the president was discussing whether the party should replace him on the ticket. And let me tell you, Kamala Harris is a bit peed off because she wasn't chosen. They're trying to find anyone but her because she's just not that personable. She's not well liked. The person next in line wasn't having any of it. Like Newsom, Vice President Kamala Harris swatted away questions about Biden's performance and wouldn't go near a talk of succession because she's not part of it. Yes, it was a slow start, but it was a strong finish, she said, and what became very clear, what was she watching? Or can I have some of what she was on? Because that's not how I saw it. Became very clear through the course of the debate is that the president is fighting on behalf of the American people. Yeah, President Trump is, yeah. On substance, on policy, on performance. Joe Biden is extraordinarily strong. Okay. If that's what you think. But the doubts were not so easily dispelled, and even MSNBC engaged in a post-debate discussion about a contested Democrat Party convention. Referring to the convention math needed to replace him, anchor Joy Reid said someone sent her the party nomination rules. Consistent Trump critic Nicole Wallace confirmed the rules are circulating, yet changing horses this late in the race with just 5 months left is a daunting, if not impossible, task. Party rules essentially prohibit it without the nominee's consent, and Biden has repeatedly sworn off stepping down. In fact, he's ready for the second debate, he said, apparently, allegedly. Moreover, there's no smooth path to doing so, even if the party can coalesce around an alternative, and no consensus over who would play the role of party saviour. The most immediate problem is that polls show Kamala Harris' job approval ratings are no better than Biden's. Bypassing her for, say, Newsom would face an obvious obstacle. How could the modern Democratic Party which champions diversity, equity and inclusion, cast aside a woman whose heritage is African American and Asian? Questionable. No matter how telegenic and articulate he may be, the intra-party critique writes itself. Gavin Newsom is a privileged white male from the same state and same city as Kamala Harris. Are the Democratic delegates really going to cast her aside because Biden is too old? Moreover, any switcheroo now would inevitably provoke charges from the Democratic Party's liberal base that party elites were overturning the results against the voters' will. Let's go. There'll be an infight in the left. Intra-party resentment is still lingering from the 2016 primaries, when supporters of Senator Bernie Sanders argued that the party leaders were rigging the election in favour of Hillary Clinton. In 2024, Biden captured nearly all of the primary delegates, 99%, in their dreams. Still, rules do exist for switching nominees if the party's nominee is incapacitated or opts to step aside. Biden may decide it's time to do so, considering the constant second-guessing he will inevitably endure if he remains on the trail. He would, of course, have the option of serving out the final months of his term in the White House, as Lyndon Johnson did in 1968. Theoretically, at least, a rancorous intra-party battle could take place at the August convention in Chicago, though it could set off a free-for-all among Democrats. Along with Newsom and Harris, possible contenders circulating Thursday might include Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, the one who kidnapped herself, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro, and Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo. If Michelle Obama should suddenly shed her long-held distaste for partisan politics, Democratic leaders might jump at the chance to coronate the dynamic former First Ladyboy as the right heir to the Obama legacy. Such a choice would also help blunt charges that the party ditched Harris, a black woman, over her poor approval ratings. In such a freewheeling and desperate political environment, anything is possible, and deals can be made. Months before the debate, reporters surfaced that Harris was open to succeeding Newsom as governor if Biden lost the election and she was out of a job. Party leaders could present that as another option, although dangling a future Supreme Court or Attorney General position may be more enticing for Harris, because that's what they do. It's like a revolving door. Same as with businesses and government. They do it like they get favours and, they get a job there after they finished. Harris and Newsom, often considered to have a sibling rivalry relationship of sorts, operated in the same political circles and shared the same political consultant. They all have the same mentor in former San Francisco Mayor Willie Brown. The two made a pact many years ago. Harris decided to pursue an open Senate seat, and Newsom chose to run for governor. Yeah, it's like they sit there at a table and they go, right, now you're going to do this, and you're going to do this, and we're all going to do this, and... Years ago, The two ambitious poles have also strived to demonstrate there's no animosity... Would be good if I could talk. Animosity between them, at least on the surface. For instance, Newsom asked Harris to administer his oath of office when he was sworn in as Lieutenant Governor for the second time in 2015. However, that cordial Dante could disintegrate at any moment if the party determines Biden needs to be replaced and they're both instantly jockeying for the job. And I need to have one less Billy before I come on the stream. Don't mind me. It's been a cold war so far this election for sure. Rob Stutzman, who served as Chief of Staff to California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger, told RCP last week, noting that it could quickly become a hot war if the two have to vie against one another. Yeah, let's see all this come on. No, I don't think Hillary Clinton is likely to run again, he told The Hill. After suggestions of Hillary Clinton as a prime candidate. And who was that? Okay, that was Dick Durbin, said, no, I don't think Hillary's going to run again. But Durbin at the time also called stories about Biden stepping aside this summer or fall bizarre. What a difference a few days in a debate debacle make. There's murder on the debate floor. And Biden just stuffed his case, I don't know, running. Yeah, that didn't work well, did it? Okay, ISIS entering through the southern border. US Rep Thomas Massey announces passing of his wife Rhonda Massey, love of his life. RIP to Rhonda. Bans on homeless camps upheld. Supreme Court ruling grants cities authority to clear streets, a massive blow to Democrat-run cities. And where are these people going to go? Sanity has won in a landmark decision. The US Supreme Court has ruled 6-3 in favour of allowing cities to prohibit homeless encampments in public spaces. The ruling stems from the case city of Grants Pass, Oregon. You know what I think this is going to do? You know all those, the ones who like to protest, I think that's where they're all living, and they go from, like, state to state and sleep on the street. And, yeah, that might get rid of them. I don't know. There's homeless in there as well, and there's vets, I know. And where are they going to go? Are these homeless encampments, are they just, like, immigrants, or are they, like, because I believe there'd be people, American people in there too. Okay, where are they going to go? They'll get fines, and repeat offences could lead to imprisonment. Well, you know what? If you're really seriously homeless, like, sometimes even prison can be better than being on the street. Make that make sense. It's a legal battle after the Ninth Circuit 2019 decision in Martin versus Boise, which held that cities could not enforce such ordinances against homeless individuals if the number of homeless individuals exceeds the available shelter beds. Following this precedent, the District Court in Oregon prohibited Grants Pass from enforcing its camping bans. Okay, the court's decision delivered by Justice Neil Gorsuch emphasises the distinction between criminalising a status and regulating actions. The court found that the enforcement of public camping laws does not constitute cruel and unusual punishment under the Eighth Amendment, as these laws target specific behaviours rather than condition of homelessness itself. The court cannot say that the punishments Grants Pass imposes here qualify as cruel and unusual. The city imposes only limited fines for first-time offenders, an order temporarily barring an individual from camping in a public park for repeat offenders, and a maximum sentence of 30 days in jail for those who later violate an order. Such punishments do not qualify as cruel because they're not designed to superad terror, pain, or disgrace. Okay. The court's ruling over reverses the Ninth Circuit's injunction, providing clarity on the application of the Eighth Amendment. The opinion outlines several key points, focuses on criminal punishments. The Eighth Amendment traditionally addresses the nature of punishments following a criminal conviction, not the criminalisation of specific behaviours. Historical context, the court reiterated that the Eighth Amendment was designed to prevent barbaric punishments, not to dictate the scope of criminal laws. Public camping laws, Grants Pass ordinances, were found to regulate actions, camping and parking in public spaces, not the status of homelessness. The court emphasised that these laws apply to all individuals regardless of their housing status. Okay. Justice Sotomayor? Is it Sotomayor? Or Sotomayor? Joined by Justices Kagan and Jackson, dissented, expressing concerns over the potential humanitarian impact of the design. Okay, and there's another one. You can read that one if you want. They're including all the paperwork for it, for the rulings. Bannon on fire. This is revolting. Garland and Monaco, you're going to pay a price. Steve Bannon unloads on corrupt DOJ after 1512C SCOTUS ruling. Dumpster fire. Rappers warm up the crowd at Joe Biden's North Carolina rally by singing Go Stupid, Go Dum Dum. Did they? Really? Okay, yeah, I've got a lot of the footage of Biden and Trump's debate. Also, Jill walking him off the stage, and I'll be showing that on Rumble. But yeah, and even Jill Biden doing some weird, like she's talking to a child, but trying to pump Joe Biden up, you know? It's very weird. I've got a hair on my lip, I swear to God. Cat hairs. Bad news for Democrats. Joe Biden refuses to step down and vows to face Trump in the second debate. Was this before or after his debate? In the wake of a widely criticised debate performance, so afterwards, there have been growing calls from left-wing politicians, commentators and activists for Joe Biden to step down in favour of a candidate not rumoured to be suffering from a form of dementia? Okay, if it makes sense to you, that's great. It didn't make sense to me. He is rumoured to be suffering from a form of dementia, as far as I know. Oh, in favour of a candidate not rumoured. Okay, get it. Hev. So, in favour of another candidate who doesn't have dementia, okay? However, it appears Biden remains resolute in his decision to stay in the race. I'm having quite a hopeless day today, don't mind me. One sec, guys. Okay. Yes, I've had too many before I came on. Okay, anyway. However, it appears Biden remains resolute in his decision to stay in the race. And what we just read was they have to have his permission to change him out. And he's not giving his permission. Maybe putting dementia Biden in control wasn't a good idea. Or in that seat wasn't a good idea because now he thinks he actually has control. I'd love to see him go rogue from Obama and all them. Seriously. Just go rogue, Joe. Biden, who is currently the oldest sitting US president at 81, will return to the debate stage in September, if he doesn't keel over before then. This decision came to light when CNN's senior White House correspondent Kayla Torsch reported on Friday, quoting an advisor close to Biden, according to the New York Post. Despite concerns from within its own party, Biden is also not considering dropping out of the race. I know that I'm not a young man to state the obvious. Well, I know I don't walk as easy as I used to. I don't speak as smoothly as I used to. I don't debate as well as I used to, but I know what I do know. I know how to tell the truth, Biden said in a rally in Raleigh, North Carolina. Does he really? Does he really know how to tell the truth? I don't know if anyone else was listening to the debate yesterday, but that's not what I heard. I know right from wrong. Does he? Would sharing with your daughter be right or wrong? I know how to do this job. I know how to get things done. I know, like millions of Americans, I know when you get knocked down, you get back up. I get knocked down and I get up again. Folks, I give you my word as Biden, I would not be running again if I didn't believe with all my heart and soul that I can do this job. Because quite frankly, the stakes are too high, he added. Yeah, because without that he goes to prison. But maybe. Well, yeah, he will. Biden was seen discussing his debate performance at an Atlanta area Waffle House. I think we did well, Biden told to reporters, adding it's hard to debate a liar. The Gateway pundit reported earlier this month that Democrats have a secret plan to replace feeble Joe Biden if he falters in an initial debate with Trump, or if his poll ratings continue to decline. Well, they took a big dive after yesterday. A concerted effort by Democratic heavyweights such as Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer would be required to persuade Biden to step down, a scenario described as high risk by a Democratic strategist speaking to dailymail.com. The situation leaves the Democratic Party in a precarious position. Should Biden refuse to withdraw, the party must manage not only the challenges posed by a determined incumbent, but also the potential fallout from progressive factions that might oppose bypassing Kamala Harris for another nominee. Strategists are theorising about possible scenarios, including holding a public event to symbolically transfer power should a new nominee be selected. Such an event would likely feature Biden alongside Democratic leaders like Obama, Clinton, Schumer and Pelosi, all endorsing the newly chosen candidate, as per sources. Yeah, but the other day also, they can't then use the funds, I believe. From what I read the other day in a news report, they cannot use the funds from, like for Biden, everyone who donated to Biden, now they can't just transfer that to a new person. I'm not sure. Not 100% on that. You have to check for yourself. What else have we got? Trump delivers remarks in Chesapeake, Virginia after kicking Biden's ass in the debate, which he did. One of Justice Coney Barrett's 4 clerks tied to NewsGuard key parts of Biden's censorship complex. Murthy decision conflict of interest. Interesting. The Biden regime jailed Joshua Hernandez for 2 years for walking in the Capitol with a US flag. Last week, they dumped him on the streets of DC, homeless, and hundreds of miles from home. Now he needs our help. They didn't, did he? Did they? Just dump him on the street. See ya, mate. Off you go. Doesn't matter you're in another state or not close to home at all, you know. He was sentenced to 24 months he was let out. Okay. Note that the lone insurrectionist that day, Ray Epps, was given no time in prison early this year. All these people were... Look, this is just going to turn and bite them on the arse. Oh, something fell on the roof of the house. Getting a bit windy here. I think we're about to get snow. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Depends on if the weather's right. Longtime Democrat donor Bill Ackman blasts Democrats and fake news media lying and misleading the country on Biden's mental acuity and health is an indictment of the Democratic Party. True. Skyrocketing food prices are prompting many Americans to stock up on long-term beef storage beef. British High Court judge orders Prince Harry to address allegations that he deleted evidence pertinent to his phone hacking case against the Sun newspaper. Join the Gateway Pundit tonight for a Twitter space to pray for J6 prisoners. Presidential debate ratings are in most watched program in CNN history. Yeah, well, I didn't give them the views. I watched Tim Pool instead, so that I didn't have to watch CNN. Obama breaks silence on Biden's debate performance. Bad debate nights happen. Well, Biden seems to have this problem every day of the week, not just on debate night. Okay, he reckons that this happens. Bad debate nights happen, trust me, I know. But this election is still a choice between someone who has fought for ordinary folks his entire life, Trump, and someone who only cares about himself, Biden. Between someone who tells the truth, Trump, who knows right from wrong and will give it to the American people straight, Trump, and someone who lies through his teeth for his own benefit, Biden. The 44th president concluded his post by writing, "Last night didn't change that, and that it's why so much is at stake in November." Yeah, because you don't want to go to jail, mate. Then he added a link to Joe Biden's campaign donation site. Despite Obama backing Biden, many of Obama's former aides have been sounding the alarm. A number of former aides to President Obama were sounding the alarm following President Biden's disappointing debate against former President Trump. Yep, and former Obama campaign manager David Plouffe called it a DEFCON 1 moment during an appearance Thursday night on MSNBC. Yeah, because this potato in chief, right? Well, if you really believe he is the president, then he's got his hand on the nuke buttons, doesn't he? if you believe he is in charge. Okay? That's a pretty frightening thought with someone with dementia. And I think that's a tragedy because I think Trump has so many openings that you could have just scissored him up on tonight, he said. Obviously, that debate was a fucking disaster. Former Obama administration speechwriter and Pod Save America co-host Jon Favreau posted Friday morning on the social platform X. We have to beat Donald Trump. We have to have a nominee who can do that. Former First Lady Michelle Obama is also not keen on Biden. Her secret frustrations with the Biden family and why she's reluctant to campaign for Joe Biden. Because he wants to run next. Look, if they did, right? Them did. Then watch she'll cop. It'll be on. It'll be on like Donkey Kong on X. I'm telling you, the memes are going to go berserk about Michelle Obama if they them jump in. Presidential debate ratings are in. Oh, no, it's not. Hosts on The View clash over whether or not... Oh, I don't care what The View thinks. Really? Bunch of frickin' chickens, old hens. Okay, SCOTUS denies Steve Bannon's bid to remain free pending appeal. Will allow Democrats to lock up most important media personality for 4 months prior to 2024 election. RFK Jr. says he's open to the idea of replacing Biden on the Democrat ticket. Of course he is. Trump responds over the rumours Biden... What does Trump say about it? He believes Biden will still be the nominee. This is going to be interesting then. Really, really interesting. He said it was a great honour to be on stage representing the people of the country, said Trump. In response to Biden's debate performance, Trump's campaign manager, Chris Lasavita, I don't know, anyway, shared, despite taking a week-long vacation at Camp David to prepare for the debate, Biden was unable to defend his disastrous record on the economy and the border. What Fox News reported was former President Trump said he believes that President Biden will be the nominee for the Democratic Party despite the president's debate performance Thursday night that had prompted calls from those on the left for him to withdraw from the 2024 race. There you go. This is going to be interesting. Biden took a week at Camp David to get ready for it, right? You know what they were doing? Pumping it. Okay. What else have we got in here? Wow, Joe Biden looks scared and lost as nurse Jill claims her husband's strength is unshakable. Who's actually running now? Because to me it's kind of looking like she is, not him. Anyway, breaking Democrat Party insider Doug Cass reports Biden, Klain and Obama having a critical meeting today. Harris furious she's not being considered as a replacement. Is there any updates? Have any J6s been released? Let me have a look on here again. Let's do a search. J... Oh, no, you just had it a second ago. Go back. There we go. Oh, how come it moves? Yep, okay, that'll do. J6 prisoners. Everyone's calling for their release. Amazing news today in the case of a J6 protester, Joseph Fisher. The Supreme Court ruled in his favour, which will have major implications for all of them. Suburban black man said release them all at once. Supreme Court rules many J6 prosecutions were illegal. This is a huge win for January 6 prisoners. Many will be set free and hundreds of charges will be dropped. In its 5-4 decision, the court decided DOJ abused its power and overused obstruction charges on peaceful protesters. Okay. We've got to see that they've been... Yeah, they're hostages, exactly. Okay. Sadly, still having no communication with Jake while he's in solitary. He has no idea about this ruling. But this person's just mailed him a letter. Okay. I want to see them out. Come on. Someone, anyone, give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Come on. Release them now. That's all I can see. But I'll keep an eye out because I'm pretty sure, well, they will be. They have to be, don't they? And then what we're going to go over on the other one. Okay, the war going on the Democrat Party. Some people think they're going to try and start World War III now because that's all they got left. If replacing Joe Biden was an option, Barack Obama would not be posting this right here, which is the bad debate nights happen. I don't think they can. And yep, Jill's the one speaking and Joe Biden's standing there behind her like a Thunderbird puppet. Just in, the Supreme Court has denied Steve Bannon's bid to remain free pending his appeal of his contempt conviction. He reports to prison July the 1st. And Joe trying to have one over on people and people just not falling for it. Biden said congressional Republicans have twice blocked my plan to hire thousands of Border Patrol agents and CBP officers, go after fentanyl and drug traffickers and fix our broken immigration system. I've done my job, now Congress must do theirs. Okay, not only is what he just said a lie, right? I've heard that the actual thing that he's put forward for Republicans to sign actually allows more in to the country. Not only that, the last one that I knew of that they tried to put forward had funding for Ukraine in there. You got to do standalone bills. You just can't just chuck other things in because that's when they can claim Republicans won't sign. No, they won't. They won't tell you why they won't sign, but yeah. Anyway, we got why that's a lie. Oh, Hooters is on its way out, apparently. Their wings have been clipped, chain shutters dozens of restaurants amid economic pressures. Greg ratioed President Biden because Joe Biden said Donald Trump is the only president besides Herbert Hoover who left office with fewer jobs than when he began. And Greg said, if you're tweeting, who the heck is on stage right now? Because apparently that was while he was debating on stage. Okay. Biden downplays illegal migrant crime, says women are also raped by their sisters. Okay. And the queue for Tucker Carlson in Sydney was bloody huge and I missed out. I wish I had gone. I'm just not up with anything at the moment. This is what I think a speakeasy in London was. I don't know, but a photograph of Speaker's Corner, London. This is what we're going to go over on Rumble. Okay, there seems to be an actor in the Reform Party in the UK. He's been actually outed as an actor. We've got some Australian BS. We've got people doing God's work. I love these people. I really do. Okay, we got, Rumble went down apparently because Crowder's presidential debate coverage crashed Rumble apparently yesterday. Okay, things that the MSM pretended Trump didn't say. Karen's magic trick. Okay, we got one of those. Yes, here's the actor himself. Okay, Reform UK volunteer is an actor. Conspiracy Bot said, if anyone ever asks you what would Jesus do, remind him that flipping over tables and chasing people with a whip is within the realms of possibilities. Because that's what he did. Okay, CNN admitting things they shouldn't be. The fact checkers on what Biden said, like people were saying, they should have fact checked. Trump they're talking about, right? Well, Biden was actually fact checked and most of what he said was a lie. Okay, you've got recolonisation, land grab, using Indigenous as scapegoats. Okay, this is exactly the same thing that's happening in Australia. Okay, this is supposed to be Russia doing something, okay? Now, I want to know if you see this how I see this. Just let me make this bigger. Turn the sound down. And this looks like a game. I don't know, but look at the... I don't know, it looks like a game to me. Like they've taken some footage off a game again. And, because apparently this is supposed to be Russia beginning to level Ukrainian cities instead of risking the lives of advancing Russian soldiers, clearing building to building, apparently. And more on that fake volunteer reform person. We've got big scoop here. It's not just Merrick Garland blocking the release of her recordings, but Mr. JB himself. Again, the actor in the UK. Okay, we've got Jean-Corinne Pierre trying to, I don't know what she's trying to justify there. She's trying to justify something Joe Biden's done, I can guarantee you. James Woods, okay, he says there's no way whoever's in charge of this presidency didn't know this man was suffering from serious cognitive challenges. I loathe today's Democrats, but when they can manage to make me feel sorry for Joseph Biden, they are more than loathsome and they are beyond reproach. And when you see the footage, I mean, even Trump was looking at him as if, are you okay, mate? Okay. Johnny Midnight said, posted this meme that says, Democrats, did you know that until 1983 Social Security income wasn't taxed? Guess who sponsored the tax on seniors? JB. It should make a lot more sense now for those slow on the uptake who were aligned with the DOJ in protecting these recordings. Democrats with no idea. What is this? Oh, the Red Shoe Club that we're going to go over on Rumble shortly. Okay, we'll talk about this stuff. Oh, we have, wow. We have General Mike Flynn with an article there. Jack Pozo is saying we have to ask the hard questions. Who's actually been running the White House? This is a national security issue. It is if you think Biden's got his hand on the nuclear codes and stuff. Like, if you really think he's in power, that should be frightening to you. Oh, and this big thing on the NDIA. Okay, apparently. New York Times admits the vanishing islands are not vanishing due to climate change. Okay, they're talking about him needing to be replaced and Hillary eating pizza. We've got basically, this is what they all did last night. It didn't look good for them. Okay, and the Supreme Court just ruled that administrative law judges cannot do what they're doing. This is a huge change in the government agencies and how they regulate industries. Does it have anything to do with the three-letter agency? It probably will. Yeah, President Trump won. Randy Quaid posted this picture. That was Joe during the debate. Oh, Newsom apologising for sleeping with his campaign manager's wife. Making your own laundry detergent. Elder abuse. There's a new Trump campaign ad. And the drugs don't work. They just make you worse. But I know I'll see your face again. On the debate stage in September. Oh dear. Okay, and doctors are confirming things that we kind of had an idea about. Some fraud. What else have we got? Oh, now he's saying, it's time for peace. It's time for peace. We have too many dead people. Breaking Joe Biden says illegal immigrants will leave the United States if Donald Trump becomes president in 2024. What's your reaction? Sorry, but I'd like all the people who also, all the TV stars, and Whoopi Goldberg and Cher and people like that. I'd love to see them leave the United States when Trump wins, but not come to Australia, for God's sake, or don't go to the UK or Canada or New Zealand. How about we send them to the Middle East? That's a good idea. They want it so badly. We can send them there. And Australia clearing all the trees to make solar and wind projects, along with some animal habitats. All theatrics, yep. And, yeah, CNN even admitting that this is, oh my goodness. Yeah, this is where I got this from, Aussie Bot. There's murder on the debate floor. And Biden killed the groove. Okay. John McAfee didn't kill himself. Apparently Trump called JB Brandon. Who did this? She's got a finger on the switch there, mate. Oh, and Joe itching his ear during a debate. He was just fixing the earphone, in his ear. It's all right. He was just fixing it, making sure he can hear. Okay. Oh, and schools. Public schools begin to shield against tower radiation. And a lot of other stuff, apparently. Okay. I've bookmarked a whole lot of stuff. Oh, this guy again. He's good. Turns out Australia's the most secretive democracy in the world. Oh, and we don't really have a free press. We don't have freedom of speech. And our whistleblower protection laws don't do anything. Oh, but yet Albo's taking credit for Julian Assange release, and so is Joe Biden. And I believe Joe Biden may have done that to take that off Trump, so Trump can't use that as leverage at all. So now, Biden's done it. So, but they did charge him. Trump can still pardon him, but I think he needs to go to court. If you're charged with a felon in the US, do you have to go to court? I wonder if he does, because that could lead to discovery of a lot of things. A lot of things that'll come out. Okay, even Jen Psaki didn't think that debate was good. And there you go. There's a lot of stuff going on, guys. This is the housing they want to put Australians in. They're going to build. How many of they? Stephen Miles said this is one of the first modular homes coming out of our new Cairns Q-Build factory. We're building them to deliver more housing more quickly for regional communities. So they're going to chuck people in this. You might as well have a shipping container or two, because that's what they seem like they are. Okay, that's what they want, and more on the masks. And Newsom ready to step in, and some absolute thickheads in Australia. World Vision coming to people's doors to ask them to sign up to feed children in Africa. Can't even feed myself, mate. How am I going to feed a child in Africa? Laura Loomer cannot believe this is real life. Me either. Okay, something doesn't smell right here. Cat Turd said from the weird plea deal, sudden release, and WikiLeaks deleting their DNC files. I don't know what it is, but something just doesn't smell right about the Julian Assange release. Something is way off. Anyone else feeling this? I didn't even think of that, come to think of it. Okay. And every day waking up in a country you don't recognise anymore? That's all of us, mate. Seriously. Joe Biden refused to take the drug test because we know that that's what they did, pumped him full of it. Anyway, guys, we're going to go over to Rumble soon. So I'm going to read some of these comments. Okay, Paul said, Hev going to try to catch the show. Have a good one. You too, Paul. Shannon said, g'day from the Riverland, South Australia. How's it going down there? Is it a bit cold down there? Because I heard that's coming this way next. Okay. Shannon said, thanks for your kind words. Out to lunch. Am I missing something here? Yes, Shannon said January 6ers have been released. Supreme Court overturned their sentences. They better get reparations. MAGA, me, MA, hope she's all right. Mima, hope she's all right. What's going on? Does something happen that I can't see? Oh, maybe not. Okay, and yes, me humming in the beginning and then thinking there's a humming coming from my microphone. Oh, my God. I'm not having a good day. I woke up at 4:45 this morning, right, with a blocked nose, so I got up and took a vitamin C straight away. Oh, dear. Shannon said, moist here also. We'll be driving soon. We could get snow. I'm waiting for snow. And if it does snow, I'm going live to show yous, even if it's the middle of the night. Okay, so we're all good. I was humming the intro. Yeah. Okay. I'm just laughing at your comments saying, silly woman, it was the intro. It was you humming the intro. Yep. I just had one too many greeneries this morning before I came on. Alex said the dominoes seem to be falling more and more. They can't stop it. Yep. Shannon said the clip I saw was only 45 minutes ago, but I watched a bit of the clip as Hev show was starting. Okay. Can you tell me what that was on? Hey, Randy, how you going? It's good to see ya. It's been a while, and Geoloft is in there too, and Carl is in there. Hang on, I've forgotten to say hello to some people there. Okay, we've got some more people. Lovely to see you guys. Haven't seen you, Randy, for ages. Carl said, I'm late, but I'm here. And Stuart as well. Is Stuart in there too? I've missed Stuart somewhere. Yep, Stuart's in there too. I'm missing everyone. Okay. Sherry said, I hope they sue the pants off the government. Yeah, I do too. Deb said, hey, awakened one. Hey, John. Alex said, the dominoes seem to be falling more and more. They can't stop it. Yep. Okay. Shannon said, Randy, you're alive. I was beginning to think you towed your motorcycle off Niagara Falls. What? Oh, no. Randy said, very busy work and hard to catch lives. Oh, fair enough. That's fair enough. Yep. Oh, I'm going to have to go to work shortly myself. My God. Shannon said, I'm off, people. We'll be listening. Charles, how you going, Charles? We love our Hev. Randy said, love to Hev. Oh, God love yous. Alex said, Biden was just rambling on as usual. He barely made any sense, but nothing new there. That was strange. Deb said, Shannon will be using his ears. Alex said, take care, God bless. See you soon, Shannon. Alex said he needed a whole group of people to help him off stage. Yeah, there was a couple of them. Mrs. Out to Lunch said, Hev, you are looking good. Looks like you've lost weight. It's been a minute, but I wanted to jump on and say hello to you and chat. Folks, much love. I do listen more than you know. Oh, God love ya. Oh, Donna, that's lovely. I have lost a little bit of weight because I've been doing aerobics. So I'm trying. Yeah. And the reason I didn't upload any videos earlier in the week is because I've been trying to get my medication just right. And I think I've got it perfect. I'm on one of everything a day. 1 hydroxy, 1 zinc, 1 magnesium, 1 vitamin C, and vitamin D. I'm still trying to work that one out. But yeah, no, I'm and I think I've got it just right. I think I've actually kind of leveling myself out. I'm hoping, I'll pray that I'm leveling myself out, because I really need to go and get a job, guys. It's getting ridiculous. You can't function, mate. You just can't function. Paul said, Hev, hi there, young lady. How you going, Paul? Good to see ya. Deb said, awesome, love having you with us, our beautiful Donna in the house. Yep, Fred loves Donna and Donna loves Fred. Please don't let me get the flu either. I don't want that. Flyby Stew said, hey, Flyby Stew, why don't they put Big Mike in? For fuck's sake. Lol, g'day, everyone. How you going, Flyby? Mrs. Out to Lunch said, you all are so kind. Oh, you are too, you guys, honestly. Yeah, I sound like I'm getting nasally, don't I? Oh, no. Okay, between the streams, I'll go and blow my nose then, because last time I didn't mute the microphone properly. Shit. Okay. Flyby Stew said, Alex, Deb, Hev, how are you? Yeah, I'm pretty good. Getting better and better, hopefully, all the time. Deb said, good, thanks. Hoping you are well too, Flyby Stew. Flyby Stew said, not so bad this end, thank you. Good stuff. Alex said, not so long ago, our government were throwing our homeless tents into bin lorries with no accommodation. Yet if you come on a boat, you get a house and everything else, yeah. Okay, so maybe that's what's going on. Maybe they're putting all the immigrants in hotels and the people who are on the street are the real homeless people. And where are they going to go? I don't know, where are they going to go? Put them in the hotel and kick the people they've let in out again. Alex said, not so long ago, our government were throwing out... Oh, yeah, I read that one. Flyby Stew said, do we have to watch Biden? He creeps me out. I bet he can't even make his own bed. Never mind our else clown world. Deb said, no other countries have such an elderly man in control. No. Awakened One said Biden claimed Border Patrol endorsed him. And Border Patrol tweeted they've never and will never endorse Biden. I saw that, Awakened One. I hope I've put that in one of my bookmarks there somewhere for Rumble. Alex said, I was surprised Trump mentioned the babies and Dems wanting to abort after the child is born. Paul said, be right back. Alex said, I thought they would cut his mic off. Yeah, I was waiting for all sorts of weird stuff to happen. Maybe that was just... maybe that article about, needing the press in a different building because there may be a medical emergency was to try and get people to watch it. I don't know. Maybe CNN are desperate, really need views. Paul said, Alex, exactly what I thought. Out to Lunch said, 17's been spot on with some words on board. Yeah, definitely a lot of them. Alex said, did anyone else hear someone speaking through Biden's earpiece or something that sounded like that? Well, I was driving while listening. So, Alex and Timmy, if you're there, while you were messaging me, I was driving. I'm so sorry I didn't answer back straight away. But yeah, I was driving and listening, so I didn't even see Biden's face during the debate until I got home and then looked at some footage of it and saw him going. I don't know if that's the right face. How do you look like a thunderbird? I got no idea. No, so I didn't hear that. Alex said, I think you needed headphones to hear it. Ooh, there you go. Maybe put some headphones and listen again. Alex said, it's all coming out. Their little friendship group is breaking. Deb said, finger on chalkboard, The View. Oh, they're terrible. Even the person who says she's like a Republican. No. No, not at all. Deb said he identifies as a coherent person. Out to lunch said the poo more like it. Yeah, it's not the view, it's the poo. Alex said, I saw that yesterday, that the White House poles have been painted in rainbow colours. I think the White House is null and void probably at the moment. Deb said alien invasion comes first, I thought. Alex said, or pillars, not poles. Out to lunch said, pillars are what I have on my bed. Out to lunch said, poles are in gentlemen's club. Alex said, like a four-poster bed? Out to lunch said, yep, with stockings on them. Flyby Stu said, homeschooled at ULEZ. Fuck's sake, yep. Out to lunch said, more like white socks though. Hey, old school Pete, how you going? Hello, Australians. Great laugh that debate was yesterday, but you got to hand it to the guys over at Omnicorps for keeping Sleepy system up and running till the end. That cryo podium was top tech. Yeah, and they weren't allowed to read off notes, but Biden was anyway. You could tell. And Deb said, hey, old school Pete. Alex said that backfired on them, fact-checking Biden instead. Yes, they have been. It's very interesting. They actually had to fact-check. Flyby Stu said CGI gameplay. It did look like that. Everything looks like CGI right now, including that bombing that, you know. Old school Pete said, guys at Dubba must be crying. I haven't seen corpse control like that since Weekend at Bernie's. Deb said, just like moon landing one recently was said to be CGI. Yes. Alex said, I actually thought that those explosions looked like another Ghost of Chicken Kiev game. They think people are stupid, but they can't hide the truth anymore. Well, that's supposedly supposed to be Russian bombing the Ukraine. And I just looked at it and went, that looks like a video game to me. The footage. Alex said, it's so ridiculous what they think they can get away with, Deb. Alex said, old school, he must compute. Old school said, can't believe everyone was interested in lead pipes. The man said Agent Orange burnt pee. We all heard it. Burnt piss. Old school P said, what the fuck is burnt piss? Oh, I don't know. Deb said, so they're not cashed up anymore. Don't they normally have multiple candidates for presidency? I don't know. But apparently when people donate to one person running, it can't be then gifted over to the next person who takes over. It's what I was reading the other day. I'm not sure if it's 100% true or not, but Out to lunch said Ukraine would be okay. Send them. Yeah, send them over to Ukraine. Deb said, good song. Flyby Stu said, Hev, go get your metal detector, see if they digging any gold up. I don't have a metal detector. Shannon said, if they swap Biden out, all contributions can't be transferred over. Also, Camel Toe Harris is on diversity high. Yes. Can you imagine her in charge? She'd be talking to us all like we're all children. Leader of the free world, talking to all humanity like we are children. No. Alex said, I'm sure someone was speaking through his earpiece and you could hear it if you had headphones. That would be Obama, I reckon. Old school Pete said, I watched the debate live in a crazy chat. Funniest thing in years. That's so bad. Oh, shit. Where did that go? I've got to go back up. Hang on. Okay, Alex said, they're throwing up new buildings by the week to house the illegals. Deb said, distraction, distraction, distraction. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much everything is. Hey, Timmy, how you going? Good to see ya. And sorry about messaging yesterday. I was driving a lot yesterday. You and Alex were messaging me. And I'm driving and I'm like, I can't answer them. So it was like a few hours I was out for. And yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Awakened One said, did you see when Laura Loomer tried to go over by the mosque in Sydney? Wow. No. I didn't see that, Awakened One. Shannon said, I'll be using my ears, Deb, but not in the way you use Menzie. Out to lunch said Paris is overrun with a lot of visitors. Alex said, hey, Timmy, it was great to hear you and Hev the other day. Deb said, yes, maybe edibles are needed to watch the race. I was driving. I couldn't do anything. Deb said, hey, Timmy. Deb said, Shannon, laughing. Deb said, yes, please snow at night. Shannon said, dang, I'm 13 minutes behind. How did that happen? I don't know. Did you pause it? Or maybe it was like doing the little circly thing, you know, loading. Shannon said, Deb gets it. Out to lunch said, Australia should have a Christmas-like celebration in your winter. We do. It's Christmas in July, it's called. Up here in the mountains, we get Christmas in July. Alex said, quick 2x speed, Shannon. Sound like a chipmunk. Deb said, Hev, on edibles are kicking in. Yeah, I just had one too many before I jumped on this morning. Yeah, so I got a bit tongue-tied, you know. You know how that happens. Shannon said, too later, jump forward, we'll listen again later. Out to lunch said, good stuff's going to be on rumble.com. Alex said, Hev just asked, where did you watch that thing from 45 minutes ago, Shannon? And Shannon said, at Macca's getting a sausage and egg McMuffin. Hey, Alex, Shannon just watched that thing at Macca's getting a sausage and egg McMuffin, if you read it the way I'm reading it, because you asked a question and he answers at Macca's getting a sausage and egg McMuffin. Oh, don't worry, I'm amusing myself here. Alex said, it's people, Shannon. Deb said, you know how hard it is, Shannon, when you're not here? They don't get my jokes. Hey, LBRY, how you going? Good to see ya. Been a while. Out to lunch said, Donna's learning what we know. Shannon said, Benny Johnson, but I only watched a few minutes of it because Hev's show is starting. Oh, God love you. Deb said, congratulations on weight loss. Thank you. Hev on it. Alex said, hey, LBRY, saw your post about your uncle. Hope he's okay. Sending you love and prayers. Definitely, yep. Hope they find him. Hope you guys find him. And prayers for your family as well. Zal said, g'day, Hev and Hevets. Shannon said, I've been very lucky losing weight after I've lost it. I always find more than I've lost. Yeah, no, with aerobics, you tend to keep it off. That's why I'm doing it that way. Because if you just diet and you lose weight, the minute you start eating normally again, you're going to put it back on. Unless you make that diet your lifestyle diet. Yeah. But you're better off doing exercise to keep it off. That's the only way I found ever keeps anything off. Deb said, hope we get another call in, Timmy. Yeah, we'll have to organise another one. Or maybe I'll just go on Rumble and open it up and everyone can call in. I'll just have a free-for-all. Alex said, me too, Deb. That was brilliant. Zal said, g'day, Deb. Deb said, I'm losing weight for hernia operation later this year. Oh, good on you, Deb. Hernia operation. Oh, I feel for you. Zal said, population replacement is real. Shannon said, yes, I know, but wife and kids outvote me. Curse democracy. About McDonald's, don't worry, I went there. When I was desperate, I was so hungry, I had to go to McDonald's. And I don't even know what I got. What did I get? Oh, I think I got a cheeseburger and I got a Happy Meal, a kids one, you know, because that's all I can eat, so. But I just had no choice. There was nothing else around. And I was starving and I thought, oh my God, I'm going to pass out. And I was driving, so I was going to pass out if I didn't eat. So I pretty much had to stop in and eat something. Hey, Menacing Muskrat, how you going? Good to see ya. Flyby Stew said, hope you're well. Shannon retracted a message. Jeb said, 9:33 a.m. Adelaide, very moist. Sal said, did you see how desperate the media outlets are going into damage control mode? Yes. Out to lunch said, no, Shannon, don't say it so. Deb said, hey, our beautiful menacing muskrat. David said, howdy from the cold and moist wild Western Australia. How you going, David? It's been a while. Good to see you. Out to lunch said it's musky in the house. Alex said we have less than a week before our very own Biden takes over the country. Slimy Starmer. The country is over if that happens. We think it's bad now. Shannon said, I need a constitutional republic. I think we do here in Australia. And England, by the sound of Alex. Get the Reform Party to stop that, your very own Biden taking over the country. Is that when your elections are in a week? Or less than a week, sorry. Sal said the White House is on the list for destruction when all this goes down. Flyby said, Hev, is it true you need a prescription to get nicotine products in Australia? For fuck's sake, that's shocking. Yeah, it's coming to that. They're threatening it. A vape, and I'm not probably cigarettes as well. It's ridiculous. Where was I up to? Where'd it go? It just jumped. Deb said, I love my 4-poster bed. I used to love 4-poster beds until I realised that, I move a lot, right? I have moved a lot in the past. And shit, that would have been hard if I had a 4-post bed and I had to keep moving the way I've been moving. That would not be fun. So I've got an ensemble, the base and the mattress with the wheels on the bottom, yeah. Not good on a wooden floor because you end up halfway across the room if you move. When you roll over in your bed, Or if you've, I don't know, maybe have someone else in there with you, you might fly across the room, I don't know. But just me rolling back and forward, because I can't stay still at night. It used to roll across the room on the wheels. It's freaking great. And up the other side of the room by the end of the night. You wake up in the morning, go to get out of bed, and you're against another wall. Hey, that wasn't there when I went to bed. So the 4-post bed might be a good idea sometimes, I think. Alex said, I've not seen it yet, but I can imagine, Zal, it was a disaster. Deb said, no, you can buy at chemist, but doctor is more for the money. I gave up with the doctor script. Alex said, the real White House or the studio they use, Zal? Deb said, hey, David, laughing jokester. Shannon said, they went to the moon and our anti-gravity ships, our tech is much more advanced. The moon landing was fake for the normies. Flyby Stew said, does anybody know if CBD oil is legal in the UK? I don't know, but you could look it up on the internet. Just search for, is CBD oil legal in the UK? And then if it says yes, you might be able to find some places that sell it online. My stomach's starting to growl. I'm going to have to go and eat, and then we're going to have to go to Rumble. Alex is laughing, and Alex said, that's the funny thing about trying to keep up with the chat. Deb said, we just got the daughter on CB oil. Oh, good stuff. Deb, did you see the ivermectin thing? That too. Alex said, I hope your daughter's feeling better. I hope so, Deb. We're praying for your daughter, honestly. Okay, where am I? Here we are. Deb said, and a doctor that's not discriminating against her for not taking the jab. Flyby said, Deb, prayers, hope things work out. Is oil any good? Shannon said, you got external damnation and a lake of fire, if Eyes was calling it. Lol. Haven't seen Eyes for a while. Alex said, I don't think I could ever be hungry enough to eat McDonald's again, not after it made me really ill the last time I ate it years ago. Yeah, I kind of hadn't, because I go all funny if I get too hungry. I'll go, whoa, ho, I need to eat, man. Seriously need to eat. So, I just had to. Suck it up and go in there. I didn't eat the whole burger, though. I ate all the chips and drank the Coke, but did not eat all the burger. Because every time I took a bite, it was like, what am I eating? I don't know what I'm eating. And it's scary. So I just took what I needed and left it until I got home. Deb said, thank you all. We will be having an early Christmas. Timo said, I would love to do another show. Oh, excellent. That's good to know, Timo, so we'll get you on again soon. Deb said, God love you, Timo. Alex said, yeah, I think next Thursday, and if Keir Starmer gets in, the shit is well and truly going to hit the fan. Well, then to stop him, I'd go and vote for someone like Reform. If you can, I don't know. Shannon said, I don't like 4-post beds because my bubble gum loses its flavour overnight no matter which one I leave it on. Alex said, we would love it too. Timmy. Flyby said, stuff I've heard about Macca's, it'd put you off for life just as it did me. If your dog don't eat it, think it's best you don't. Yeah. No, I know. I stay away from it, but and actually, the next time I've got to go out for like a few hours, I'm going to take sandwiches with me so I never have to do that again. Because honestly, if you think you know what's in it and you're trying to eat it because you're feeling dizzy and your stomach is growling at you and you really feel like you're going to pass out if you don't eat. Yeah. Deb said she's on everything natural. Good. Alex said it's crazy that it still looks the same after 30 years and doesn't rot. Shannon said, what about them making Julian Assange pay $520,000 for his flight back to Australia? I know, I heard that, yep. I did that on Rumble the other day. It was, all about Assange. Deb said the doctor was sacked for the clinic that has been treating... Oh, really? Deb said, you're eating people. Alex said, sending you and your daughter love, Deb. I don't want to think about it, seriously. Shannon said, I've been eating people since my late teens. And Flyby Stew said, pack up in an icebox. Deb said, yes, it sucks when you lose your keys to the handcuffs. Is that Shannon's four-post bed? Okay, guys, I'm going to go and I'm going to meet you over on Rumble in about 15, 20 minutes because I'm going to have to eat something because my stomach is starting to growl. And, I'm not going to eat McDonald's. But Deb said he didn't even take her blood pressure. Wow. And she's laughing. I'm not sure if that's a joke or what. But anyway. Okay, maybe it was just... because there's a delay, so it might be I was talking about, suck it up when you lose your keys to your handcuffs. And Deb could be laughing at that. Just back a little bit. Anyway, Alex said, see you all soon on Rumble. Okay, guys. Much love to all of you, and I shall see you very shortly over on Rumble if you care to join us. Okay. Have a good one, guys. Bye.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright. And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way way back a year ago. Way back a year ago.